Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, MMC community. Once again, we are here today to begin this journey of the sacred journey of prosperity by Goddess Lakshmi. And so far, Mr. Mehta, you've shared with us the overview for this journey that we are about to embark upon. And you share with us these 4 stages: success, abundance, fortune, and prosperity. So, Mr. Mehta, thank you so much for being with us as we begin this journey with you today.
I'm very, very happy to share with you. It's very exciting and very feeling joyful to share the sacred journey of prosperity by Goddess Lakshmi. Goddess Lakshmi is one of my favorite goddess. Okay, and he gave me the all inspiration to succeed in my life. So I'm very, very respectful to Goddess Lakshmi. The definition of the prosperity according to Goddess Lakshmi is joy of living and loving life. And that is the prosperity. We will go step by step. The first step is consciously create success. That is, and if there are the 7 steps are there. All processes, the 7 steps are there. Because of Mother Nature, you see the rainbow, there are the 7 colors are there. You see the music, you got the 7 notes are there. And all processes 7 notes. So today we take the first step, number 1. That is the access to the resources. Access to the resources. Without resources, you cannot become successful. That these are the different kind of resources. There are 3 major resources. One is the physical resources, and other 2 are mental and emotional, that we call metaphysical resources. The physical resources are that you start the human supporting, I call it metaphysical co-creator. You start with your family members who can support you to create your reality. So then you come across the school and college and university, friends who can be able to help you out to become co-creator. Not all, but some people will be there. Then you are the business people. When you come in the real life, practical life, you come across the business also. Then you also come across some people who are capable and have ability to contribute to you and co-create with you. Then you connect with the government, because all the creation nowadays require permits and certificates and licenses and everything. All connections are required. You never know which connection will play the vital role in creating that. You have to have access. These are all physical. Then again you have material access. You require a space to creation. I remember Steve Jobs started his work beginning from the garage. You have some space to start your work. And then you have material, you have a construction material. Nowadays, modern 21st century, we need to have a computer. Then you have the internet. Then Wi-Fi. Everything should be available to create it. These are the resources available. Without those resources, you cannot function, cannot go further. You cannot create it because you are stuck. And that is the resources are there. The material, construction, everything on the physical reality. They are also connected with the mental, metaphysical resources. That is the mental resources. Mental resources, you want to create, you become multidimensional. You do not focus in the small subject of creation because it's affected very. You have to know other discipline also. You are not confined to it. You have a general knowledge of other disciplines also, or the other subject matter, because they help each other out. And you are available to access to resources that help you in that case. The mental resources are there. Like I go to Thomas Jefferson, President Thomas Jefferson. He had multi-talent, he was architect, engineer, all of the subject matter. And he helped to create the Constitution of America, working with the President Adam and something like that they are working. They are the multidiscipline. They are multi-dimensional. That is the important resources are required. Then you have to know all of the resources are available mentally, and you have to prepare because you have a constantly the brain, what is brainstorming. You are constantly brainstorming. What happened? This happened, this happened, this happened. I can access. You never know. Somebody will come in your life. And never burn the bridges with the relationship. You keep the relationship open. So whenever you need, you never know whom you will need. You have to bridges open, then you can call them and they become co-creator. I use the language of metaphysical co-creator. They are not all your employee. They are not my employee, they are my co-creator. I am working and they are working. And all creation requires, nowadays all creation is that we called complementary. Each subject has a different requirement is there. They complement to each other. Somebody is a photographer, somebody is a speaker, somebody is a writer, somebody all work together, complementary. So somebody is a musician, somebody is that. They all work together. And that is the mental resources. And most tough area now is the emotional resource, is the state of metaphysical mind. In state of emotional relationship, we have to be very, very careful. Be sensible, not to be sensitive. Now, when you get the information, be sensible, you collect the information, you have to get your open-mindedness. You allow, then receive open-minded, no biases, no prejudices. You go totally open-mindedness. Then you allow and then receive information. Then second step of information, you interpret the information. How it works and what, how does it fit in your creativity. And third one is the interpret that, discern it. Take the positive component and negative component. And that's what the most important is, discern, separate it out. And then you take the best one, which helps you, the fourth step of that, how it helps you. Am I learning something new? Or I'm just same thing repeating? And take the new resources are there. Third one, you discern is the positive you collect and put up in your creativity. That is the most secret part of the be sensible, not to be sensitive. If moment you become sensitive, what happens? You enter into your biases. Then you have prejudices and you have close-mindedness. And then you create an argument. When you enter in the argument, my way is right way, your way is the highway, and then you devise and start. Then you are entering into constrictive emotion, negative emotions. And when you enter negative emotion, your creativity stops. Because negative emotion takes your all energy of creativity. Now you shift that emotion to the positive emotion called the expanding emotion, like well-being and enthusiasm and thrills and happiness and joy and finally love. All creativity, as a secret of creativity, lies in the love, imagination and will. If there is the love, imagination work together and the creativity happens, and then you manifest the reality by will. That is the fifth dimension, sixth dimension, seventh dimension. You be careful, never end to say, be sensitive, be sensible. You do not take anything in the mind, because creativity requires a tremendous ability to expanding emotion to that. Those three emotions are worked together, mental, physical, metaphysical, mental, and the metaphysical emotion. Fourth one is the most difficult, which is spiritual, but that we talk, spiritual access to the resources we talk in step number 7. Is the final step we will talk about separately. So before we go to step 2, we will focus on natural resources, access to the natural resources. Because step 2 is intimacy with the constantly creation reality. Before we go, we have to understand totally the access to all resources, and that's how we can help you out to become creativity. In my personal journey of my life, I go step by step. It is a slow process, but it will work it out. It will not overnight will happen. Because all creative is a harm to none. That requires the workout. You have to have a passion. With this, I wanted to prepare for the next session when we talk about step number 2. Step number 2 is intimacy with the consciously creation reality. If you have any question, I'm more than happy to share. I'm very, very grateful to share with you Sacred Journey of Prosperity by Goddess Lakshmi. And the success will take you to create the consciously abundance. That is, without success you cannot go create the abundance.